Welcome back. Today I have the Maserati MC20 by BBR models. This is the diecast version. Yes, of course, the doors, the trunk, and the hood open, but they also have a full functional suspension, an opening fuel door, and collapsible mirrors. Hope you enjoyed the review. And here we are, the Maserati MC20. And this is the gray Mistero paint, and it does have a very fine flake in the paint, and that's why it looks so metallic. And as you can see from all the lights, it provides tons of reflections. As usual, this is a 1/18 scale model. It is a fully opening model. And just from the unboxing of this model, right away I could truly see the quality and hard work that was put into this model. This is definitely a premium die-cast fully opening model. The shape of the car is really great. I'm going to say that with a footnote, and you'll know exactly what I'm referring to by the end of this video in regards to the shape. It's not a bad thing. It's more of a subjective thing. But yeah, beautiful shape. The wheel detail is very good. It's very accurate to the real thing. It has everything that you would expect out of a higher end, well-detailed model. All of the appropriate pieces and parts that you would expect out of a well-detailed wheel are there. That includes the valve stem. The painting on the calipers is excellent. It's very legible. You can read the script off of the calipers. This carbon fiber trim here is beautiful. It is very reflective and it looks very realistic. Moving on to the front of this beautiful model, you have this very nice perforated grille. You couldn't ask for more in a detailed model. Not only do you have the perforated grille, but you also have the air diffusers or heat exchangers up front, and you can see them very clearly along with that prominent Maserati sign. Moving on to the back of the model, well, before I even do that, the headlights are very good, very accurate. They're very different than the production models that I've seen, but these are definitely acceptable. Looking at the back of this model, you have the beautiful carbon fiber that surrounds this bumper. You have the perforated grille both on the bottom and at the very top of the bumper. If you look closer, you can see the ducting behind the perforated grille. Just outstanding. The light detail is very nice. It's reflective. And of course you have that well-made photo-etched Maserati sign. This is a fully opening model, so we're going to use the provided tool. Now, something that I should have pointed out earlier, the shut lines on this model are very good. And so that makes it a little challenging to actually open this model up because the shut lines are very tight. And the instructions are very specific on how and where to open these parts. There you go. And there you are. Fully opened. Now, going through that exercise of opening the parts, like I said, the toughest part is the shut lines, but all of the hinges, everything feels extremely sturdy. I don't fear anything breaking anytime soon, or if ever. So now let's take a closer look at this model. First thing we're going to focus on is this driver's seat. It's all well appointed. It looks authentic. It doesn't look like a plastic piece. you have a stitched seatbelt along with a photo etched buckle. Because of the way the door is set up, it's very difficult to capture this seat, but what you can see here is it is very well done. I've noticed this, and I've mentioned this before, in the decals that are used for the instrument cluster on newer models. And I'm sure you can see what I'm seeing here. You see this dashboard that looks like it's lit up, and that's because of the material that they're using on their decal, which is reflective to the light. The same thing for the sat nav. You can see the entire car and display on that sat nav. Keep in mind how small this is. That is a very, very nicely done application, and it definitely makes the overall package of this particular model even more special. You have the flocking on the steering wheel, which is at Alcantara. You have the carbon fiber center console there. You can see all the switches, especially on the steering wheel. Horn looks like you could reach out and touch it and it would actually work. On the interior, you have the sat nav, much better look of it anyway. You have the nicely photo etched metal piece of the floor plate, and you also have, or foot plate, and you also have the Maserati script, MC20, clearly defined at the very top as well. Door cart, you have everything as expected. You have this very nice tan insert that matches the interior perfectly. You have the speaker grill here. If you look up further here, you have the little attachment for the door closure. In the front compartment, it's fully detailed. The flocking on this is right on par with the scale. A lot of times with these 118 models, when you see the flocking looks out of scale. In this model, it does not. It looks just right. The hinge work is fantastic. No fear of it ever becoming loose at all. It's a very strong structured piece. You see this here? You would think that this is just a molded piece to the rest of the model. It's not. It's actually a separate piece. Look at that. At the very top, you have all of the required decals for safety and instruction as well. Flocking from the rear compartment. Very nicely done. You also have another decal here. And because this is such a cramped and tight engine bay, it is very difficult to see some of the details of this motor, even with the back hatch open. But what we can see is that there is tons of detail and depth with this engine. It's very nicely appointed. Everything that you would want out of a well-detailed model, it's here in this particular model. I mean, there's so much to take in. It's amazing to me. Of course, the big standout is the carbon fiber intake, which has the Maserati script on it, as well as the Maserati symbol at the bottom of the intake right there. And there you are, the Maserati MC20 by BBR Models. And now to my conclusions. I hope you enjoyed that review. Guys, this is a fantastic model. It checks all the boxes. I have no complaints about this model. I can't think of one thing that I would have wanted done better on this model. It is a 10 out of 10. Or in this case, if you're into values, I would give it the $4 sign. Yes, that's how good this model is. Again, the suspension is functional. You have the collapsible mirrors. There's just so many details. The fuel door opens. And all the details that you would want out of a model are there. I can't emphasize that enough. The carbon fiber is really good. Everything's good. This is a model you should buy. If you're interested in the Maserati MC20, this is by far the best model out there. Now, earlier I said I had a little feedback in regards to the shape of the model. And again, this is not a negative thing. It's just an observation. I also have the sealed resin version by BBR, the MC20. And when I put them next to each other, they do look very close. There are some differences, and yes, I will do a comparison video on them, but it's just one looks a little bit flatter and longer. I measured them, they're actually the same. It's just the way that they look. But again, that's all I meant by that. There will be a comparison video. Next time, we will be doing a review on a model by Solido. So look for that. And then after that, there'll be another Spotlight News. I appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you next time.